let me introduce myself. My name is Detective Glimpse. I'm actually Detective Luker's younger brother. Do you know Detective Luker? Here that the guy who sits at the very top of this organization, his name is Cyrus. And it seems like how he describes Cyrus is a very cold, heartless, emotionless man who runs on the idea of logic. One of the things you have to learn in life is to pick your battles. Don't just go out there and battle and get your Pokemon stolen. That's not worth it. What are you doing here? Do you know where you are? Exactly, you're at Team Galactic's headquarter right now. You know, you were very lucky I found you the moment I did, because if I was just a little bit late, you would have gone out there to a sea of Team Galactic runs. You know, they're weak because they use stolen Pokemons, but they're not that weak. You know, you would have been wiped out eventually. Look, I think you should go home. This is not safe. You know, this is an organization you don't want to mess with. And trust me, stealing Pokemon is the least of the worries that you should think about right now. Okay? You know, I have solid evidence that they're doing something that is even worse than that. And it seems like stealing Pokemon is just a means to an end for these guys. So, please. Okay, show me your Pokemon. Okay. Oh, not bad, not bad. Okay. As much as I hate to admit it, you're pretty strong. You have a good team on your hands. Look, I apologize, okay? I've had a lot of bad experiences, but let me introduce myself. My name is Detective Glimpse. I'm actually Detective Luker's younger brother. Do you know Detective Luker? No? Well, he's pretty famous in Sinnoh and Unova. He usually is like, you know, in the front. I work as like the back, so he's my front. And a lot of people think that it's Looker doing a lot of the things, but he's a pretty busy guy, so I would say he does like 40% of the things that he gets credit for. I'm doing the 60% of it, and he just acts as a front for me. I don't mind, you know, it's my brother does a great job and he takes care of me, so I don't really mind that at all. But, you know, again, I really apologize for doubting you. It's just that, you know, I've had a lot of bad experiences with trainers. More specifically, the one I can remember, and I can never forget that one, is I went to Kanto once, and I had a run-in with a youngster called Joey. He did like a 30-minute speech on why he thinks shorts are the best garment that you can wear. And when I told him that I have to go, he challenged me to a battle. So I said it would be a good opportunity to see what kind of Pokemon are in Kanto. I'll get to see how the trainers battle. And turns out he only had one Pokemon. And it was a Rattata. I saw a Rattata in the wild that were stronger than the Rattata he had. Trust me. I get skeptical for this reason. But still, I hope you can forgive me. But believe me, you know, you should not be here right now. These guys are strong, and I know you have a pretty good team on your hands, but you don't want to mess with them, okay? Oh, you have a Pokédex. Oh, interesting. So Professor Rowan gave it to you, and he wants you to collect Pokemon. Okay, well, it's interesting, you know, if Professor Rowan gave you that Pokédex, he must really think that you have some sort of special talent in you. You know, it's funny because I actually was gonna meet Professor Rowan very soon, but since you're here, I think I can just give it to you. So, okay, right here. This is a great ball, and you know. In this great ball, there's a Pokemon that these very, very mean scientists were conducting research on. And it's been a part of a lot of experiments. what I would like you to do is take this, go all the way back to Sandgem town and give this to Professor Rowan. Tell him it was Detective Looker that gave this to you, and he would like you to do some, forensics and analysis on this and send back the results to Looker, not me, okay? I think Professor Rowan doesn't even know about me. There is a guy in Professor Rowan's laboratory. I think he's called Professor Manuka. He's the assistant. He knows me, but not Rowan. So just say Looker was the guy who sent this request. But this is very important, okay? Please make sure to give this Pokeball to Rowan so that he can start his work as soon as he can, okay? All right, I'll just give it to you. There you go. Very cool. Thank you so much for doing that for me. I really appreciate that. But I can share some information with you about this whole organization and stuff like that. I have this notebook, and this notebook contains a lot of different information. I got it from my table in this headquarter. It had the name of a guy named Colress. I think that's the name of the scientist, Colress. And he had a lot of different information on here. One of the things that he had information on was actually some audits, paperwork, some of the organizational ladders and charts. And it seems like, it says here that the guy who sits at the very top of this organization, his name is Cyrus. And it seems like how he describes Cyrus is a very cold, heartless, emotionless man who runs on the idea of logic, and he does not believe in the power of emotion. So whoever this guy is seems like a very scary individual. I hope you don't run into that guy anytime soon. And actually, I do have a report. The report is that this guy is actually in the headquarter today. So if I were you, I would get out of here. As strong as you are, there are some things that just a trainer can't do. One of those things is to battle, try to take down this whole organization. You're just not strong enough to do that. So save yourself the trouble and let us do it, because we're experts, okay? Alright. But yeah, it has information on Cyrus.
It's pretty easy. We just get to walk around, steal people's Pokemon, eat food.
Question, why do you wear 2 different kind of socks?
Oh, you wouldn't get it. It's fashion.
Yeah, but I'm starting to believe you just lost the other socks.
Oh, look, you're just a grunt. What would you know?
No. You're not going out there to battle.
Sometimes
You're not. These guys, they might be just 2 in number, but they're gonna call their other foes. One of the things you have to learn in life is to pick your battles. Don't just go out there and battle and get your Pokemon stolen. That's not worth it. With how strong you are, I get a very tingling feeling that you're gonna be very important when the final showdown happens. Don't waste yourself away here. Find the right moment, then strike. If you go out there right now, that would just be stupidity.
Come on, let's go.
Okay.
And stop commenting on my socks from now on.
Looks like they're gone, I think.
Okay, looks like they're gone. That's very good. I was a little bit scared there for a second. There was actually another thing as well. Remember, I told you these guys have a bigger plan outside of just stealing Pokemon. It's just a means to an end. I found another thing as well in here. This is the same scientist, Colress. He had some notes on here. He has uxie, azelf, mersprit written down here. If you don't know, these are the 3 lake Pokemons in Sinnoh. They guard the different lakes and also areas of Sinnoh. But then these 3, he drew something which I can't understand. Seems like Colress is not very good at drawing. And it says in a very barely legible writing, red chains. I don't know what red chains are and what kind of relation a red chain would have with these 3 Pokemon. And why does it have to be red? I don't know. But these red chains, it goes further into Palkia, Dialga, and some other third Pokemon. He actually had images for these two Pokemon, Palkia and Dialga. Yeah. This one is Palkia. And then this one is Dialga. These two Pokemon, over the years, there are people in Sinnoh that have interacted with these Pokemon. Of course, not them directly, but their ancestors. For example, Cynthia, her and her grandmother has stories about, her ancestors that interacted with Palkia and Dialga. So we do have families and that can tell us stories about Palkia and Dialga. One of them is space, one of them is space, the other one is time. I got them wrong the first time. This third one, I'm not sure what this is. And I get a very ominous feeling because even Colress wrote a comment here that says, where is this world? I don't know what he means. The name is also cancelled out. So the only thing I can see is Tina. And what matches with Tina? Tina. Fantina, the gym leader, the ghost type gym leader. Maybe she knows something. I don't know. We have to go talk to her, but there's no image, unlike these two. There's no image for this last one here, so we have no idea. I know as much as you do about this, but I'm gonna report this to my brother, Looker. He might know something, but other than this, this was the most important thing that this diary had for Chorus. Something big is coming, and I'm not sure what it is. So I know you came here with the intention of saving some Pokemon, but trust me, this issue is a lot deeper. And since Cyrus is here today, I'm gonna go and do some detective work. Try to blend in with the detective grunts and with the galactic grunts, and then also try to figure out what's wrong. What's the big plan that they have that they're hiding from everybody. One of the things that I know so far is that it seems like the galactic grunts, from me talking to them so far, they've told me that Cyrus has said that he's going to change the whole Sinnoh, and he's going to bring about prosperity, and in his own words, what he said was he's going to liberate the Pokemon and the people and free them from the shackles and the chains that bound them. And the new world is going to be free of that, all the troubles and worries that people in Pokemon have to witness. So a lot of the grunts, it seems like they've taken the impression that what Cyrus means to say is that he's going to bring about better times, but something tells me that's not true. It's because I have this journal with me, and in that journal it seems like they're trying to acquire the legendary Pokemon. Palkia, Dialga. It seems like there's some other Pokemon as well that they're researching and looking into. And, if you're looking into acquiring legendary Pokemon, then are you really trying to make things better? Because, something about it just doesn't add up. And a bit of healthy skepticism is always a great thing. Descriptions of Cyrus also suggest that it's actually great to be cynical of this person. But the galactic grunts, they really think that Cyrus is going to make things better for them. So that's the primary, the motto, the big objective, mission statement that Team Galactic has, is that they're going to bring about a big change in the entirety of Sinnoh. But what that change is, it seems like only Cyrus knows the true extent of that. I've seen that fire in your eyes. I see it, and I've seen it before as well. I have a feeling that even though I've told you not to proceed from here, you're still going to proceed. And I'm just going to tell you one final thing. If you do decide to go forward from here, you should just realize that you're going to end up causing issues for me as well. If there's a commotion, Cyrus is going to make sure that he does his best to make sure there's no decoy in his galactic grunts. And I'm trying to fit in here, so it's going to cause me issues as well. So be very careful with what you do. I'm going to tell you one final suggestion. Please don't do it. Let me take care of this. Alright? Okay, very good. Now, one thing I know is they have lunch at 2 p.m. So right now it's 1:55. So wait for just 5 more minutes, and then just open the door and walk out. These guys, as good as they are at stealing Pokemon, they also get hungry pretty quickly. So, alright, seems like we're gonna see each other again very, very soon. Please make sure to give that Pokeball to Professor Rowan. He has to get it, okay? It's very important, because there's some, very important things that we can figure out by analyzing that Pokemon. And of course, afterwards, when Rowan's done, he's just gonna try to get that Pokemon up back to good health and spirits, so everything should be good. Okay, if you meet Looker, tell them I said hi, and at the same time, you should take care of yourself as well. Okay,